Hello everyone, we're gonna introduce Singapore to everyone. Singapore is very small city straight in Southeast Asia. Located at the tip of Malay Peninsula between Malaysia and Indonesia. The weather in Singapore is similar to the weather in the south of Thailand. The average high is 31 Celsius and the low is 23 Celsius. Singapore has two seasons, is summer and rainy season. So the government politics as independent colony, Singapore has jurisdiction over its own internal affairs, but hasn't jurisdiction over military and foreign affairs, and still has central governor to learn in the legislative council. And the regime of Singapore is democracy, has of straits.
Let's talk about language. Singapore has four official languages: English, Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil. Singaporeans are usually multilingual. That being said, it can be tricky for international students to communicate with locals at the beginning. Indeed, English is the official and commonly used language, but Singaporeans mostly use Singaporean English. Let's talk about cultures. The culture of Singapore is an influence of Malay, South Asian, Southeast Asian, and Eurasian culture. The quintessential cosmopolitan Singaporean culture has transformed greatly over the years. The indigenous culture of Singapore was originally influenced by Austronesian people who arrived here from Taiwan. During the course of many years, Singapore culture was further influenced and inspired by multiple Chinese dynasties and other Asian countries, which have eventually given shape to the eccentric and striking Singaporean culture that we see today.
Religion in Singapore is characterized by a wide variety of religions, beliefs, and practices due to its diverse ethnic mix of peoples originating from various parts of the world. As Skula stated, Singapore is commonly termed as a melting pot of various religious practices originating from different religious determinants around the world. Most major religious dominations are apparent in the country, with the Inter-Religious Organization Singapore or IRO recognizing 10 major religions. A 2014 analysis by PEW Research Center found that Singapore to be the world's most religiously diverse nation. The most followed religion in Singapore is Buddhism, a plurality with 31.1% of the resident population declaring themselves adherents at the most recent decennial census in 2020. A large number of the Buddhists in Singapore are Chinese, with 40.4% of the ethnic Chinese population in Singapore declaring themselves to be one. There are sizable numbers of non-Chinese ethnic groups in Singapore that practices Buddhism. People with no religion affiliation or atheist, agnostics, or other irreligious life stands from second largest group at 20% of the population. And then Christianity comes into 18.9%. Islam at 15.6% is followed mainly by Malays, though there are also Indians adhering to it Taoism comes in at 8%, and Hinduism at 5% is followed by mainly by the Indians.
I will give a top 3 landmarks in Singapore where we should visit. First one is Gardens by the Bay. Three new contemporary structures house more than 1 million fans from around the world. At Gardens by the Bay, a horticultural and agricultural wonder that covers about 250 acres of Singapore's Marina Bay waterfront. The Flower Dome is the largest coolest gases conservatory in the world and showcases a breathtaking array of plants and flowers from 5 continents in 9 different garden-themed exhibitions such as the annual ceremony attracts thousands of visitors and floral displays change seasonally. 2. Merlion Park. Merlion Park, the stunning Merlion sculpture on the Merlion Park waterfront, is one of Singapore's most famous landmarks. Its lion head, representing Singapore's original names, is Singaporean, which means Lion City, while its fish tail symbolizes the country's early history as a fishing village. You can walk around the waterfront to the Marina Bay Sands in about half an hour or join a 14-minute bumboat cruise along the Singapore River and the Merlion Park jetty. 3. Marina Bay Sands. Marina Bay Sands, this 355-story high Singaporean landmark combines ultra-luxury hotel accommodation, numerous designers, shops, dozens of upscale restaurants and bars, a casino, theater, nightclub, and our cutting-edge on-site art science museum. Sands Sky Park started the top of 3 towers and the observation decks on the 57th floor is open to visitors.
And I will let you guys to know about the famous food of Singapore. So the first one is laksa. Laksa like a spicy noodle dish with toppings such as chicken, fish. So most variation of laksa are prepared with rice and spicy coconut soup. Second one is Hainanese chicken rice. I think you guys will know this dish. Normally, Hainanese chicken rice is traditional of Chinese people. If you go to Singapore or Malaysia, you must try this menu because this one is signature dish. The last one is bak kut teh. Bak kut teh is like a pork lip dish that cooked with herbs. So I think many people will have tried that before or heard that before. So this dish is signature of Singapore. If you go to Singapore, you have to try this menu. It will make you feel fresh and feel good.